Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. I'm Laura123, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Eurovision Song Contest. So for those of you that don't know, I'm obsessed with Eurovision. I love it. I've watched it every single year, apart from last year, obviously. Yeah, I really missed it last year actually, but yeah, it's back this year with a vengeance. I'm so excited. I love it. I think it's so cool having all the different countries together, and I really think music can bring people together. I love seeing all different types of performers and different types of songs, and it's just great. I just love it. So I do take it very seriously, unlike, you know, most people who just, you know, sit back, relax, watch the show. I sit there with a notebook, a pen, and I write down every country as they perform. I give them a rating out of 10, and I also do some like little notes about what I thought about the song and the performance, etc. So yesterday, Tuesday, was the first semi-final. On Thursday, it's the second semi-final, and then on Saturday, it's the big grand finale. Yes, the actual Eurovision Song Contest final. I'm so excited, like literally. So yeah, in this video what I'm going to be doing is talking about the first semi-final and giving my kind of views, like a review of the semi-final kind of thing. Now I will say before I start, this is just my opinions, my views, okay? So, you know, you might agree with me, disagree with me, it's all good. You know, like, if everyone thought the same, if everyone had the same opinions on everything, it'd be a boring place to live, right? Seriously, we've all got to be different, and these are, as I say, my views, my opinions, okay? So there we go. So I'm going to say a couple of things first, and then I'll actually start talking about the singers, the songs, etc. So a couple of negatives I would say is, just before the show started, we were given this announcement that there was going to be great social distancing and, you know, applying to all the rules. And then the show started and there was just like loads of people in the audience, like literally loads of people all next to each other. I didn't see many people wearing masks either. Yeah, a little bit confused by that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's been information about that I've not read. But I did think that, you know, what's going on in the world, we shouldn't have people in massive crowds without masks. I don't know, but that's just my view and opinion. So that's that. The other negative kind of thing I would want to say is that, you know, the two people who were doing the commentary here in the UK, we had Scott Mills, who's a presenter on the radio, and also Sarah Cox, who's a radio presenter and TV presenter, etc. And in my opinion, and I have to keep stressing this, my opinion, you might completely disagree with me, and that's cool. I just thought they sounded like really bored. Like they just sounded like they didn't really want to be there. Scott Mills made an awful, stupid mistake. Like, you know, the word devil and the church thing. Like, anyway, I just found, I mean, all right, you can make mistakes. It's a live show. Like, that's fair enough. I can let him go for that. But I just found he sounded, well, they both sounded really bored. There was no, like, humour. And when there was an attempt at humour, it just wasn't that funny. And I also couldn't stand the little bits in between, like the interval things, you know, like the acting. It was just really cringe and like, ooh, horrible. But anyway, apart from that, I found the show really enjoyable. You know, great performances. The, you know, stage settings were amazing. Like, everything went well. I think there was a bit of a delay with Ireland trying to get her set done and everything. But, like, you know, the presenter really, like, you know, coped with that well. Yeah, most people had like a good energy, good vibe. So, like, I did enjoy it, but just, yeah, that's my moaning out of the way. Now, let's talk about the songs and my views. I'm going to tell you how many I rated them out of 10. So when it comes to that, like, I'm not rating them as their talent as a singer. Obviously, all of them can sing because they're there. I'm literally rating them if I like them or not. So if I really love a song, it's a, you know, high up, 9, 10 kind of thing. If I didn't like a song, it's kind of like 2, 3. That's where we're going with this, okay? It's not, you know, this is how I rate stuff. And also with this, I'm not going to be saying the names of the singers, and I'm not going to be saying the names of the songs, because I'm terrible at pronunciations, and I know I'm going to say it wrong. I know I'm going to say someone's name wrong, or, you know, a name of a song wrong, and I'm going to look stupid, feel stupid and awkward. So I'm just going to say the names of the countries, okay? Also, sadly, I can't play any of the clips of the songs because copyright stuff. I have tried in the past to do Eurovision video and played like clips of the song, and I actually got copyright strikes. I'm like, yeah, I won't be doing that again. So yeah, I don't know how other people get away with it. Like, I have watched other people's Eurovision videos and they have featured clips. How have they not got in trouble? And I have. Who knows? So anyway, yeah. Without further ado, I'm going to get on with this. This is my review of all the songs from the first semi-final. So as I say, Tuesday was the first, Thursday's the second, Saturday's the big one, the grand finale. Okay, so the first country to perform was Lithuania. So what happens is, right, I actually listened to the songs way before the actual finals and stuff happened because I'm a complete Eurovision nerd and proud. I always go, as soon as the country's selected their song, I go on YouTube, I listen to the songs a few times, kind of just get to know the lyrics and the song and just, you know, get into it. So a lot of these songs, not all of them, but most of them, like, I had heard quite a few times, so I kind of knew. However, it is always different on the night of the performance. Some songs sound better beforehand, some songs sound better like being performed live. Like, it really does vary. So anyway, but yeah, I'd heard this ages ago, and this was one of my favourites from like the get-go. Like, early on I was like, love this is so fun, I love it. Really, really catchy. Lithuania, the performance was fantastic. I love the dancing, and I just thought it was really fun. Love the bright, you know, outfits and stuff. He was doing, like, the lead singer was doing a few weird facial expressions, but I kind of like that. It kind of went with it because it was all a bit weird. But yeah, no, I really loved it. I thought it was brilliant. So I've put on my notes here, disco pop, catchy AF, fun, really fun. And it was a great start to the show as well, you know, especially no Eurovision last year. Let's start this year off with a bang of the show. Really, really good. Loved it. 8 out of 10. Really, really good. Love Lithuania. And I really hope they do well in the grand final. Next up was Slovenia. Is it Slovenia? Slovenia? Slovenia. Anyway. So, I always feel awkward, like, saying negative things about people because, like, you know, at the end of the day, they sing better than me. So, anyway. She had a really good voice. I'm trying to be nice. But I just found the song really boring. Like, I was just like, ugh. Like, I could appreciate her talent, wonderful, wonderful singing voice. She looked lovely. Like, I just found it really dull and really boring. And it's not because it's a ballad, because I do really enjoy the ballads. You know, I don't just like the fun disco songs. Like, I love all different genres of Eurovision. For example, you know, the one for Holland, or the Netherlands, sorry. You know, it's Arcade, wasn't it? Like, his voice and that song was so touching. That was a ballad. Loved it. So it's not just because it was a ballad, but I just found this particular ballad just really boring. Sorry. Anyway, I've literally put boring in big letters. But anyway, yeah, so Slovenia only got a 2 from me. Sorry. I don't think she's that bothered, to be fair. But anyway, next up, Russia. Now, Russia, I freaking loved. I love Russia. On my notes here, I've put fun, catchy. She's very cute, cheeky. I love the fact she had that, like, big dress thing on, kind of like Missy Elliott kind of vibe. And then she took it off, walked out of it, and just, like, had her little boiler suit on. And I think she looked really cool. She had sass. Girl had sass. Really strong feminism vibe going on there with the lyrics, which I love. And it was just great. I just loved it. All right, some of the song I didn't understand what she was saying because obviously she was in her language. But it just didn't matter. I still loved it. Like, I didn't need to know what she was saying. I was just kind of in it. And yeah, it was really great. Loved it. So a 9 for Russia from me. Well done, Russia. Really, really good. Next up was Sweden. Also really, really love Sweden. Oh my God, so good. His voice is amazing. The performance was amazing. He looked amazing. I love, like, the whole, like, necklace. What was that necklace? It was so glamorous. I loved it. Bling, bling. Yeah, really good, really good. Love this song for quite a while. As I say, I hear them before the finals, so this was one of my favourites from way back. I just loved it. I was like, wow. I always really like Sweden's songs in the Eurovision. I don't think there's really been a year that I've not liked Sweden. I just think I like their music style and stuff. Song's really catchy, got stuck in my head, loved his style. So I gave Sweden a 9. Very good, very good. Next up was Australia, who, because of everything going on, she couldn't travel to the Netherlands, so she was in Australia. And I have to be honest, like, the setting, like, the staging was amazing. Like, she literally looked like she was there. Like, it didn't feel like she was somewhere else in another country. It literally looked like she was on that stage. It was very cleverly done. She looked great. I loved her outfit. I wish I could have wore it, but I'm a chubby girl, it wouldn't look good. But she looked great, like the whole hair and makeup and like everything. Like she looked really cool. She had a great voice. The song was really fun and catchy. But there was just something, I don't know what it was, just something missing for me that kind of, I don't know, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I sound like Simon Cowell now. I liked it, but I didn't love it. But that's kind of vibe that I got from that. And I'll tell you what, like when she was sitting, you know, in between when they interview different people from the countries and stuff, when they're sitting around in between songs, they went up to her and her kind of group and stuff. And there was her and this guy and a few others. And the guy next to her just looked so miserable. He was just like really bored looking. And I mean, she was kind of like smiling and stuff, but it just kind of felt like she didn't really want to be there. Like she didn't really want to win. I don't know. Maybe that's just my view, but I just wasn't feeling very happy vibes from her. But I did overall really like it. I just didn't love it. So I gave Australia an 8. I still think the best one from Australia was, I can't remember her name. Was it? I think it began with a D. It was Sound of Silence. That was amazing. That song was wow. Like, I actually thought they were going to win that year because that was such a good song. Anyway, next up was North Macedonia. So when I first saw the music video to North Macedonia, I was like, wow, I'll be honest, I had a few tears in my eyes. It was this guy and he had this massive orchestra around him in the video, and wow, he had an amazing voice, the lyrics. I read up about him, I read his story, and that kind of made me more emotional, and I just loved it. So I was really excited for his performance last night. However, last night, obviously, for what's going on, they weren't probably allowed like a massive orchestra around him. So he was just standing there all on his own, which kind of, for me, lost that, big kind of opera, orchestra thing, and him, it just wasn't there. He was just kind of standing there. And yeah, he had like the colourful shining top, which was pretty cool effects. But he just looked really lonesome and sad and lonely. I don't know, I just felt really sorry for him. I was like, oh, bring other people on stage. He's just standing there. Anyway, he had an amazing voice. But I just think the song was more kind of like for a musical than Eurovision. And I know that you can have any genre for Eurovision, but I don't know, I just felt like he should be on a stage doing a musical or something instead of at Eurovision. I'm sorry. But I really think he had an amazing voice, and he seems like a lovely guy. So yeah, I gave North Macedonia a 7. Right, next up we had Ireland, who, took a while to get started. Well, because, I don't know, they were doing all their stage setting and stuff. I mean, it was really cool. She was putting her head through, like, I don't know, like trees, and it was weird, but really clever, like the way she did that. Like, it was really cool, but I just felt there was too much going on. It was just like head here, poke there, running here, doing that. It was all clever, but it was too much, and it kind of took away from the song a bit for me. Yeah, it was all right. Apparently she'd wrote for other people and stuff, and but I don't know, I just didn't like it that much. Like, it was just all right. It was kind of like middle of the road. It was okay. Yeah, it was just a little bit just meh, like meh. It was all right. It was okay. And as I say, with the stage stuff, it was just too much going on all at once. And what ruined it, she'd done all these cool effects, and then halfway through the song, she just walks onto the front of the stage, and you just see everything behind, and it was like, kind of took the magic away from what she'd been doing. Anyway, I only gave Ireland a 5, sorry. Next up, we had Cyprus, or should we say Lady Gaga? It was Lady Gaga, right? Come on, that wasn't, yeah. So Cyprus sung, I think that was the song about the devil, wasn't it? Yeah, because I haven't wrote the titles down, but I think Cyprus was the one about the devil that Scott Mills said was about a church, which was like, completely opposites there, man. But anyway, yeah, I mean, look, she looked amazing. Come on, wow. But I just found it was like literally a carbon copy wannabe of Lady Gaga. The song, the performance, everything, it just sounded like, was it Bad Romance, I think, by Lady Gaga? Yeah, and I did really like it, but all I kept thinking was, this is Lady Gaga, this is just, this is just a copy of it. So, I don't know, I only give it a 6. Next up, we had Norway. Now, Norway, like, I actually really loved Norway's song, and I know some people just really hated it when they were saying horrible things about it, which is, as I always say, your opinion. But I really love Norway. I love the staging. I loved like him with his massive angel wings. You know, I love angels. I've got angel tattoos, so you know I'm a bit biased. But like the whole like pulling the demons with the strings, and he was in his angel wings, and yeah, I just thought it was really adorable. And I love the song. It kind of reminded me of like a 90s boy band sort of song. But I love 90s boy band songs, so it was all good for me. I hope he does well. I like that song. So I gave Norway an 8. Not quite a 9, but an 8. So it's still pretty high up, right? Next up, we had Croatia. Yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was meh. It was okay. It was, you know, it was a bit kind of poppy and yeah, it was all right. I can't get excited about it. Some of these songs are just so like predictable and just like I've heard this all before kind of thing. I didn't really get anything. I didn't connect with it. It was just, it was all right, nothing special. I gave it a 6, and that was being nice. Next up, now this one is my dark horse actually. So when I first heard this song a few times, you know, when I've been listening to songs beforehand, this one had just not had any connection with me at all. I was just like, oh, Belgium, oh, it's okay. But when I heard it last night and saw the performance on the semi-final, I was like blown away. Like I loved it. And so yeah, next up is Belgium. And I think they were saying, I can't remember the exact ages, but the commentators, these two, Scott Mills and Sarah Fox thing, they were basically saying that like the group were like really old and the people like in it were really old. And I was like, hey, I'm 41. I'm not old. Ish, but so like, you know, I don't know, I just didn't think I was going to like it, but when they come on, it just felt right. And the girl, like the lead singer, she looked at the image of Lulu, well, prettier Lulu, and she just has such a great voice, and the song just kind of, I just love it. I felt so much like passion, and I just loved it. It kind of reminded me of, I've put on my notes here, the Cardigans, if anyone remembers that band, you know, like Erase and Rewind, and yeah, My Favourite Mistake and all that. No, that wasn't them. What did they? That was some. Anyway, the Cardigans, and also Garbage as well. Do you remember Garbage? So it kind of gave me those vibes. I just, yeah, I really loved it. I loved her voice. I love the song, especially the chorus and everything. I really, yeah, I love it. It was my dark horse of the show. I really enjoyed it. Belgium, I gave a 9. It was a good score. Okay. Okay, so yeah, next up is Israel. Now, you know, I love Israel. I have a connection with Israel because, you know, I'm Jewish and all that. But I do. I'm not going into the obvious, but I'm just saying I love my Israel. And yeah, I really love this song. Like, I thought she is so sweet. Like, I've seen lots of interviews with her, and like, she's just so sweet, and she looked beautiful. And her, like, how does she hit those high notes? Like, come on, like, seriously, how does she hit those high notes? Like, wowza, what an amazing voice. The song was catchy, the dancing, the singing, just everything about it. And it's one of those songs that have literally got stuck in my head. I just loved it. So yeah, I've put gorgeous, sweet girl, lovely voice. How does she hit those high notes? Wow. Really catchy. Yeah, I love it. And I hope she does good. She's brilliant. So I gave Israel a 9. Another good score. Next up was Romania. Yeah, I just put really boring. Really boring. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, on my notes I put it was really boring for me, but I do think it could be like a mainstream kind of song. I think people, like, if they had it out, it would do well in the charts kind of thing for the youth of today. Like, I don't know who's in the charts, to be fair. As I've got older, I just don't listen to chart music, but I think it could be like quite current, that song, but it just wasn't for me. So I'm afraid I only gave her a 3. Sorry. Next up, Azerbaijan, or shall we say Ariana Grande? Was it Ariana? We had Lady Gaga and we've had Ariana Grande. Yeah, I mean, wow, they all looked amazing. I was very, very jealous. I wish I could not only wear those clothes, but also dance like that. I can't be twerking like that. I just literally like, yeah, they twerked, they danced. But apart from like the whole look of them, they like, she had such a great voice. I think she was great. I think the song was really catchy. It had a very kind of Middle East kind of Arabic vibe, like the sound, the music, the lyric, I just loved it. However, I was a bit confused when I found out that the girl they were singing about, the woman they were singing about in the song, was a German spy. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but like the whole song was just really fantastic. I loved it. Really, really good. Really good. Yeah, I gave it a 9. Azerbaijan, I gave a 9. Next up, we had this was another one like Belgium. When I first heard it, I was like, yeah, this is a bit weird. It's all right. When I heard it last night and saw it being performed, I went from it's all right to oh my freaking god, I love it. I love it. So Ukraine, I've put weird, weird, creepy. Sounds like me. Weird, creepy. She looks like the singer from The Matrix. She did. Come on, she did. And I've put, I don't know what she's saying, but I like it. Well, it's true. Obviously, you know, with Eurovision, you know, if they're singing in English, it's okay because I speak English. But if they're singing in their languages and stuff, I don't speak any other languages, so I don't know what people are singing. But sometimes that just doesn't matter. If I'm into the song, I don't, you know, really care if I can understand them, you know. So yeah, I didn't understand what she was saying, but I loved her voice. I loved the weirdness of it. It was very kind of electronic, techno pop, whatever. I don't know what it was, but I loved it, especially at the end when it just went faster and faster. I was like, whoa. Yeah, really cool. I could just imagine like dancing to it in a club and stuff. Not that I go to clubs. I prefer to just sit and, you know, have a cup of hot chocolate and read my book. But if I was in a club, then, you know, yeah, I'd dance. I'd be like to that. Anyway, so yeah, I really, really loved Ukraine. They were my favourite with a 10. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. So yeah, really, really good. Really good. Okay, and the last one was Malta, which apparently the girl who sings was actually in one of our United Kingdom music contests. I think it's Britain's Got Talent, was it? Maybe. I don't watch them shows anymore, so I don't know. But oh, she had such a brilliant voice. So powerful, big, powerful voice. She looked amazing. Wow, she's so beautiful. She danced, she sung, she just had it. She had that sass, she had everything going on. Like, I loved it. I loved the performance. I mean, I'd loved the song for ages anyway, so, you know, I kind of knew it. It was, you know, like the favourite to be tipped, wasn't it, to win. Now it's gone down in the bookies' odds, but, I still think she's going to do quite well. Yeah, I love it. Really good. Nice pop, dance. Yes, yeah, I love it. I just love it. So good. Good on you, Malta. It was really good. 9 from me for Malta. So that is my review of each of the countries. So who went through? I have put circles around the countries that went through. And I have to say, normally in these semi-finals, I get proper upset because the countries that I really like get voted out. And I'm like, no, how could you? But this year I didn't have to do that, which was really great. Because, like, you know, life is stressful. You don't need any more stress. But, yeah, I didn't have to do that because all the countries I liked went through. It was a bit tough at the end because I was like, oh, Ukraine are not going to go through. They're not going to go through. And then they were like, Ukraine. I was like, yeah. I don't know. I just had a feeling they might be a bit too weird. But no, people like weird. Weird is good. So they went through. So first of all, we've got Lithuania went through, who I loved, as I say. Sorry. So yeah, love Lithuania. Russia. Loved Russia, really love Russia. Sweden, love Sweden. Who else have I circled here? Oh yeah, the Cyprus, or should we say Lady Gaga went through. Norway with the angel wings. Who else? Belgium, yeah, my dark horse. I love Belgium, or should we say the Cardigans? Israel, yay! And Azerbaijan, or should we say Ariana Grande? She even had the ponytail and everything, like, it's weird. Ukraine, yay, weird and creepy, wins the race. And Malta, who was amazing. So yeah, all the ones that I really liked went through. So that's good, isn't it? Well, for me anyway. If you didn't like them songs, you're probably like, I did go on social media afterwards. I don't go on social media during the performances because I don't like, you know, seeing people's comments or getting any spoilers or anything. I don't know, I just kind of avoid it. But I always go on there straight away afterwards just to see people's reactions. And, you know, there were some, like, proper nasty comments. Like, you know, if in the past, as I say, if some of my countries that I've really liked haven't got through, I've been a bit like, oh. But like, I don't go, oh, I'm going to go on social media and be nasty to the people who got through. Like, it's honestly, some people are such idiots. They're so cruel. And yeah, there was quite, like, some nasty comments made about certain countries that went through, which was sad. But I think overall people liked who went through. I think there were some countries, I think they thought Croatia was going to go through, that they didn't. But yeah, like, overall I think people liked what went through. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't really care what I kind of liked, you know. I can't care what other people liked. So yeah, I'm really selfishly really happy that all the songs that I you know, really enjoyed and liked the best went through. So yeah, and I was really happy that they'd done a little sneak peek of Italy. Italy's my well, I don't know now because Ukraine have took over, but yeah, Italy is like one of my favorites. I just love it. It's so different, out there, rocky. I do like a bit of rock. So yeah, I was pleased that they had a little sneaky peek of Italy. And I think on Thursday they're going to have a sneaky peek of our UK song. You're probably going to say, what do you think of that, Laura? What do you think of your own song from the United Kingdom? I have to say, like, every year people moan about England and they're like, oh, they should do this. And then we do it. And then they go, oh, no, they shouldn't do that. They should do this. And then we do, you know, so it's always like, we can't win. This year, they have kind of gone with everything that people want. It's catchy. It's more modern. It's, you know, it's fun. But they'll probably still find things to say about it. But I really like it. I really like the United Kingdom entry this year. And it probably won't do any good because, sadly, with the voting, you know, a lot of it is political. And obviously, with Brexit and stuff, you know, awkward. But, you know, because of that, you know, it does make people different and voting's different. And that's sad because, you know, I feel like whatever song we would put out, you know, it's never going to do well. And that's kind of sad, in my opinion, as a person from, you know, the United Kingdom. But I really like this year's song. I think he's got a great voice. I've always liked his music anyway. And I think this song is good. It's catchy. Apparently he's going to have like really cool special effects and that on the performance. So that's something to look forward to. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with our song this year, actually. I think it's one of the best ones we've had in ages. So here's hoping we're not last. I don't want to be last. But anyway, so let me know in the comment section what you thought about my video, my views, and what you thought, you know, of your views. Let me know. Thursday is the next one, so I'll be doing another video for the second semi-final, literally the same thing as this, me rambling on as ever, and it'll be obviously about the second semi-final, and then I'll do another video like this for the main final. So who's gonna win? I think the bookies' favourite is Italy, which is amazing. I really didn't think they'd be favourites, so I'm quite shocked about that. I think France as well, which I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind again like I did with the others, but I just don't like France's song at all. I've heard it a few times and I just find it really boring. I just can't get into it at all. I'm very shocked that it's second favourite. But yeah, I think it's Italy, France, Malta. They're the kind of ones that are up the top of the bookies' odds and that. So, I mean, all could change. We know that it could change, but I'm really happy that Italy are, you know, good favourites to win. One of the worst songs I've seen so far, so I don't want to be negative, but like there's a couple of songs and I was like, oh, I didn't like Denmark. I thought Denmark was just like awful, and I didn't like Germany. Just oh god, just yeah, I'm sorry, like sorry. But, you know, as I say, that may change. I might see them on Thursday performing both of them and thinking, actually, yeah, they're not too shabby, you know. Maybe it's just me. I am excited for Thursday's one. Most of my favourites were in this first semi-final, so, you know, I can't actually remember who's in second semi-final, but we'll see, you know, on the night. It could be all right. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Please click like, comment, share, subscribe, smash the bell, and I'll see you all soon. By the way, don't forget, check out Minxlaw123 ASMR, my other YouTube channel. Appreciate that. Links down below. And all the links to my social media are down below as well. Hi, everyone. Happy Eurovision. Let's do this. Bye.